Hey, what's going on? Let's talk about periods and period pain. Now, when I was a child growing up, I expected periods to come with pain. My older sister used to go through massive period pain. She used to lie on the bed and cry. Good bawling till me surf here, bawling because of period pain. And so for most of my life, I thought that pain was just a part of the package. As a matter of fact, I resigned myself to believing that being woman means that you're just going to feel some pain every month. That's just a part of the package. Lies! Your periods are not supposed to be painful. I will say it again in case you thought I was joking. I don't know what I'm talking about. Your periods are not supposed to be painful. If you are having a healthy period, you can have some discomfort. And I say some discomfort because it's really not supposed to disrupt your day. But if you are in chronic pain when you have your period, that is an indication that something is wrong. Of course, I talk about it all in my book, It's My Body Period. Yes, I'm going to give you the details on how you can get your own copy. But let's talk about healthy periods. Healthy periods are not painful. And one of the things that I want you to know, and I want you to pay very close attention to me, is pain-free is possible. So if you're watching me right now and you're having horrible, painful periods, you don't have to live in pain all your life. It is possible to go from having horrible, painful periods to pain-free. And I'm saying this with so much confidence because I've lived it. I've actually lived with horrible, painful periods. I'm coming from 11-day periods that were very painful, very heavy. I used to bleed so heavily that I've gone through an entire pack of overnight extra long pads in a day. And I will full them from front to back. That's the kind of flow I used to have. And I wear one of these pads with a tampon. And even with the tampon, I still flow that heavy. Oh, in those days, I used to bleed on some very nice upholstery. I've bled on some very expensive couches and chairs in my day. And so I can tell you from experience that it is a thing that you can go from being in that kind of pain to completely pain-free. Because right now, I don't have painful periods anymore. My periods are completely pain-free. As a matter of fact, I don't even know when it's coming. Well, I do because I kind of count the days. But outside of that, the symptoms that I used to feel, I don't feel anymore. My breasts aren't tender anymore. The back pain that used to come with it. The acne. Oh, I certainly don't miss the acne. But that used to be a part of my life. I'm saying all of that to you because I want you to change the way you think of periods. And I want you to disassociate periods with pain. Because the fact is, they are not one and the same. And so, what did I do to lose my period pains? You're asking. I'll tell you. I changed my relationship with food. That's it. I stopped eating certain things and I started eating certain other things, and it made all the difference in the world. My quality of life has greatly improved, and I am in a position right now where I can sit and tell you that I have been completely pain-free for going on 6 years now. And I'm coming from a space where I used to have to take painkillers just to function each day. I have not taken a painkiller in 6 years. And so when I say pain-free is possible, this is not an abstract thought. This is just what is. It's facts. And one of the things that I really relish is the fact that this information needs to be shared. And that's the reason why I try to share it. So I'm going to give you 5 tips that can help you have less painful periods. Ready? You want me to wait a few seconds while you grab your pen? Or you should have grabbed it long time, okay? So I'm going to tell you some gems. Tip number 1, hydrate. Drink more water. Whatever you're drinking now, drink more. We do not drink enough water, especially for those of us who live in our tropical climate. We really have to compensate for the fact that we lose water every day. From the regular bodily functions such as urination, sweating, we have discharge to our vaginal functions. We have even just talking, our mouths need a lot of lubrication. You realize that some of us are talking all day on the mouth, right? If you have dry mouth, you're dehydrated, yes. Drink some more water, yes, right? So Some of you feel a lot of pain during your periods, and some of this pain you feel fatigued and your joints hurt and you can't really stand up so straight, and when you walk you feel like an old person. Dehydration. If you drink more water, you'll get rid of all of those symptoms. All right? Tip number 1. Tip number 2, increase your iron-rich foods intake. The reason for that is, well, generally speaking, a lot of us are very, very iron deficient. And that's because we are not getting enough iron in our diets. And if some of you having a difficulty getting it in your diet, feel free to supplement it. But the fact is, our bodies need iron. And we're not getting enough of it. And when we're not getting enough iron, we have anemic symptoms. So we have anemia. And that is going to speak to nausea. We are also going to just not have any energy. Our blood count is going to be very low. We're not going to be able to function at our optimum. And if you increase your iron intake, you get rid of those symptoms. So just by making these 2 changes, we've already gotten rid of a lot of pain. Another thing that you must do, and big respect to everybody who like their vices and their things that they crave when they have their periods, but you're going to hate me for this tip, but the fact is fact and the truth is truth. You must get dairy out of your life. I'm not saying reduce it. I'm not saying only eat some dairy things and don't eat other dairy things. I'm saying if it's a product that's made with cow's milk, remove it from your diet. If you're a black woman, remove it urgently. Dairy is killing us. By the way, milk is for baby cows. Are you a baby cow? And I'm not even going to take time with this. I'm not going to tell you to wean it off. I'm not going to tell you to take, because you crave it when you're on your periods. I'm going to tell you, listen, if you crave it, don't buy none. That's how you stop from eating it. Just don't buy any. If when you're on your period, you like ice cream, go find yourself a dairy-free ice cream. Sorbet is a thing. Matter of fact, mango sorbet is actually quite yummy. I like mango sorbet a lot. But you must reduce, get rid of, remove dairy from your diet. Like permanently remove dairy. You're gonna thank me for that one, especially for the persons who get acne with their periods. Yes, that is really, really gonna help. And the reason for that is dairy products add excess estrogen to your system. The more estrogen you have, the more inflamed you are. The more inflamed you are, the more painful your periods are. Make sense? Of course it does. Okay, next tip is, oh, this is a big one. Fiber, fiber, fiber. Increase your fiber intake. And when I say fiber, I'm talking fresh fruits and vegetables. I'm talking oatmeal. I'm talking ground provisions, sweet potato, yam, corn. Just get your plants on. Get your plants in your diet and eat a lot of them. Fruits and vegetables are always a great fiber option. Some of you like oats, that's fine too, but increase your fiber intake. Fiber helps to keep your hormones balanced. If you have a good high fiber diet, it can help to remove some of the excess estrogen that I spoke to earlier, and just gets rid of it through your colon. So increase your fiber intake. And the 5th, and probably the most important tip of all of them, is exercise. Listen to me. I know a lot of us already believe that exercise is a great way to lose weight. It's not about weight. Exercise is our magic pill. It's the thing that helps to right a lot of the wrongs that we do to our bodies. And that includes menstrual cramps. Now, what exercise does is, 1, it helps to balance out that extra estrogen. 1, 2, the hormones that your body releases whenever you exercise are painkillers. Yes, natural painkillers. And 3, it feels good. It really, really does. And 4, and probably my favorite thing about exercise is that it's a great stress management tool. Because y'all stressed out, there's a whole heap of things going on in our lives, especially when we have our period. It's like everything just seems exponentially worse. Exercise is great to help to balance out a lot of that. So please get a move on, especially around the time of your periods. And let me tell you, without a doubt, if you do everything that I just said a while ago, you are going to have less painful, very much pain-free periods. I'm willing to be proven wrong. So do it and let's see, right? Yes! I just want to be sure that you understand. that this is something that requires some consistency. So do not call me if you did it for 3 days and say, well, Shelly, this thing here don't work. I start Monday and today is Wednesday and I still feel pain because my period will start. And you spend all your life eating all you're eating and not getting any exercise and just smashing up your entire system. I expect it to all fix in 3 days. Really, miss? No. This is something that requires some consistency, and it's something that will work if you will allow it to. And the next thing I want you to understand is that you only get the one body. Unless you have a spare body put down somewhere. The rest of us only got the one body. So this is how you can take better care of it. So definitely do what you need to do. And I wish to you pain-free, short, happy periods. Later, guys.